Hello, everybody. This is Vania Halldorson from the Lost Lobos company, and we are starting a live. I will be interviewing Rosangela Phoenix. She is a holistic practitioner with many years of experience, and she'll tell us all about her career. Okay, we can start. Rosangela? Hello, how are you?
Hi, Vania. Hello, everyone.
Welcome to the Lost Lobos Live.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you here. Okay, we will start with a few questions. So when did you start working as a practitioner, holistic practitioner?
That's a very long story. Yeah, I started 20 years ago, actually, but I've been learning about many techniques and quantum physics for probably 30 years or so. And yeah, so I studied a lot first, and then I started helping other people.
Yeah, so that's the interesting part of you helping people. And but what triggered you to go into this field?
Well, actually, I was very depressed, and I saw life very black. It wasn't even gray, it was really black. So I couldn't find anything like joy, or I wasn't happy. Actually, I was very unhappy and very depressed. I got so many spiritual issues since I was born. And very soon I had this ability to listen that people, to see that people, and that was very struggling for me. So I wanted to learn how to deal with that. I knew inside that it was possible to be happy, but I didn't know how. So I started learning. And then one day I was looking for help for my daughter, who is TD, ADD. So yeah, and I found this woman. She was a holistic practitioner, and she helped us so very much. My daughter was feeling so well, and it was funny because I was there to help my daughter, and then this woman looked at me and said, "Hey, your daughter is ADD, very anxious, and she had some issues, but the one who really needs help is you."
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah, and I thought, me, how do you know that?
Yeah, what a surprise.
Yeah, because I went to psychologists, counselors, many helpers. I used medicines. I couldn't sleep at night. I was always in turmoil, in inner turmoil, because of the spiritual things and the spirits coming to me, and so I wasn't happy at all. And at that time I thought about killing myself. Why living? Actually, I'm not happy. I don't want to be here. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in anything. I don't believe in any force. So why am I here in this life suffering? So I wanted to kill myself. And I tell this story in a book. um, this book will be released in next January, but it's in Brazil. It's in Portuguese.
Oh, in Portuguese, okay.
Yeah. So when I met this woman, she introduced me to another world, to something that I was looking for and I didn't know that it existed. And
Mhm.
she was so inspirational, so happy. And I said, that's interesting. I want to be like this woman. So happiness exists, and I want that for me. And then it was that moment when I said yes to my treatment.
Okay.
So she helped my daughter, she helped me, and the more I was not studying, but the more I learned from her sessions, the more I was feeling happier and lighter. So I said, that's interesting. And one day I was looking for my depression, and it didn't exist anymore inside of me.
Great.
When
So
I when I realized that, I said, I want to do that. I want to help people showing this new world.
yes, for sure. So, in your treatment with your therapist, did you take any florals as well at the time?
Yeah, flower remedies, essential oils, um, energy techniques, many things, natural things. Yes.
Yeah, so but this is wonderful, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to do the live with you because nowadays we are going through a difficult period right now, and I know there's a lot of people with depression, so maybe they can start doing some holistic practice, so that can help them, and that's very interesting. So which techniques do you use? I imagine you have several, but when you have a client, what type of techniques depends, or how does it work?
When someone comes to me as a client, first of all, I need to talk to them to see, uh, to learn more about the issue, and then I can choose the best technique for them. Because we have to understand that it doesn't matter if you were suffering with back pain or depression or insomnia
Hmm.
or anxiety, whatever. Everything comes from your mindset.
Okay. Hmm.
We have beliefs in our subconscious mind that provokes triggers some response to this situation or that, to this person or that. So it's never what I get from outside. It's never the other person. It's never your situation. It's never because you got fired. It's never because you can't sleep because you're worried because you got fired. No, you can sleep because you have a fear inside. So
Okay.
it's not because you got fired, but maybe because you have this fear of
Hmm.
lack of money, lack of people around you, lack of possibilities. It
Hmm.
doesn't matter. So everything is about some belief that you keep in your subconscious mind. Uh, Based on that, all the techniques are for releasing this belief.
Oh, okay. Hmm. So
So,
how do you do that? That's
yeah, yeah. So, when a person comes to me, I talk to her, and okay, I'm trained to listen to this person.
Mhm.
And this person, while she's telling me her story, I can find some triggers, some beliefs in their lives. So based on that, I can choose this technique or that. So I work with EFT,
Yeah.
emotional freedom technique. Many people know that as tapping.
Tapping, yes, tapping.
Yeah, that's very effective. I
Mhm.
work with theta healing. I work with shiatsu, which is a massage like acupuncture, but you don't use needles. You just use basically your thumbs.
Okay.
I work with acupuncture. I work with reflexology. Another technique is Brazilian toe massage, uh, which which is so weird because I don't know why it's called like that because it's not really a massage
Yes.
and
Yes.
it's not a Brazilian technique, but that's how it's called.
Uh-huh.
Uh, so many flower remedy, many systems of flower remedy, florals.
Florals. So
So
depends on
yeah,
the client and what the client needs, right?
yeah,
What each person will be a different treatment, right? And do you? I know you know about access consciousness as well, right? So those are energy work as well. And you mentioned theta healing, and so yeah, that's very exciting. And so can you do some of this work online?
yeah. Some techniques we can use online.
Mm-hmm.
Access consciousness is a tool. It's a group of tools of techniques. So there are some techniques, some body process like bars
Mm-hmm.
that we have to do in presence.
Present.
But we have many other tools that we can work online. Theta healing, EFT, you can work online. Reiki, you can work online. Color therapy, you can work online. You can indicate a flower remedy online. So yes, you have so many techniques that you can work online, and mainly in this pandemic time, I basically work online.
Yes, yes. Well, that's the good part.
Yeah, and data healing is one of my favorite techniques to work nowadays
Mm-hmm.
because it's very effective
Oh, good.
and you can work online, which is very good for the moment that we are living in.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, so each person may request, each body may request some different techniques. And also, sometimes I use one or two or three techniques in the same session.
Oh, okay. So a variety. Uh-huh. That's very
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. So I can mix the techniques, and it's not a problem. We have so many tools to help people, and it's very nice. And you, when you mentioned access consciousness, I have to say that because we must remember that all these beliefs that there are in our subconscious mind
Mm-hmm.
are creating our reality,
Okay.
right?
Okay. Uh-huh.
And our cells, the cells on our bodies, are registering this belief. So sometimes you release the thought, you release the feeling,
Mm-hmm.
but in your cells you still have that pattern. So it's very important to do some work body, like some tools to work the cells in your body. And we can do that with access consciousness mainly, and we can do that with theta healing as well.
Data healing as well. Oh, very interesting. And
Yeah.
so, do you, like you said, you can do online. Later, we can give the, how people can contact you. So, in case somebody gets interested in in do some therapy with you. But you mentioned too that when you were starting, like you have some mediumship as well, right? Like you can maybe see spirits and things like that as well. So some people may be affected by entities. That's how we would call them, right? So there is a little bit of that too. Like there are energies, but there are entities sometimes, right?
Yeah. We have several bodies, but the main bodies are the physical. the mental, the spiritual, and the emotional.
Okay.
So these techniques have to work on all those levels. And in Theta Healing, we call the 4 levels of the belief.
Okay, of the belief.
Yeah. So when you listen something, for instance, most of our beliefs are created from 0 to 7 years old for most of us.
Okay.
After that, we are just repeating this pattern.
Interesting.
Yeah. So okay, for instance, let's suppose that 2-year-old kid is trying to climb the couch. And then the mom says, "Oh no, don't do that. You can fall down. This is dangerous. You can go to the hospital. You are going to get hurt." A kid just climb it or not, it doesn't matter. But that belief was registered by the subconscious mind.
Okay.
When this kid is a grown up, let's suppose 40 years old, and this person wants to build a business.
Okay.
So she is trying to improve their career, right? So it's climbing a career for
Oh,
the subconscious mind.
yes.
So this person may be afraid of doing that. So this person stops. No. What if it doesn't work? What if I lose money? What if, what if, what if? And you never do things when you have so many what ifs.
And you said between 0 and 7 years old, like some of the things that a child leaves.
Yeah. And okay, from 0 to 7, we create the majority beliefs that we have inside. After that, we repeat these patterns, but we don't know because they are in our subconscious mind.
Okay.
It's not logical. That's why sometimes we have an issue or we are afraid of something and we say, this is so irrational. Why am I afraid of doing this? There's no dangers for this. But this fear is making me stop because this fear is not logical. It's in your subconscious mind.
Yeah.
And we have to remember that we function, we work, we act 95% from our subconscious mind. Just 5% from our logical mind. That's why we keep thinking, and sometimes we never get the results.
Yes.
So the energy techniques makes you remember the scene when you were from 0 to 7. We take this person there. It's not hypnosis.
Okay.
Nothing like that. It's a waking, like me and you, we are talking right now. So I take this person to that moment and we give a new meaning for that moment using the energy technique. And that just like magic.
It
That
changed.
it changes the meaning that the subconscious mind gives to that thing just changes. When that happens, the subconscious mind is there with these beliefs like a protection.
Okay.
Because in my example, back then, the kid was protected by, don't do this. This is dangerous.
Yes, yes.
So I learned that I can go up. Up is dangerous.
Yes, that's the association.
Yeah. So So when I take this person to that moment and teach this subconscious mind, okay, that's fine. You're not 2 years old anymore. It's not dangerous anymore. You don't have that belief anymore. So you release the belief, and then you can go forward in your
Oh,
life.
yes, yes. Yeah, that's very interesting. I participated in some access bars, lives, and I can see how it is that they repeat a lot, some how they call that, clearing statements, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of that too. The clearing statements, so you can clear those, beliefs that you have.
We have so many because all of us have believed things that they are not real. Like, for instance, many clients of mine are working with relationships
Mhm.
issues, romantic relationships.
Yeah.
But sometimes we listen to so many people saying, "Oh, man doesn't want anything serious with woman like this or that," or at my age, men from my age, they don't want anything serious. They don't want a relationship, things like that. They don't want to commit. Men are pigs. We listen this all the time when we are younger, and sometimes we make fun of these things.
Yeah.
But actually, our subconscious mind doesn't think this is fun. Our
Mm.
subconscious mind thinks that this is real.
Yeah, it works for both. Like for if, when they say that to men about women, like not only, So
Yeah.
okay,
So
what do people tell?
yeah, that's true. So when this woman grows up, get old, she's going to have a relationship. She's going to meet just men who are pigs.
Yeah, because that
But
was like a program inside her to.
yeah, because this mechanism works like that. We think repeatedly something.
Mhm.
This thought is electric.
Electric.
So it's sending pulse to the universe. But my thoughts are creating feelings.
Hmm.
And my feelings, the heart has 5,000 more pulses than our brain.
Okay.
So our heart are magnets.
Hmm.
So that's our electric and magnet field. This combination is sending messages to my quantum field, to my energy complex.
Hmm.
This information is attracting or axing situation and people to validate what I feel, what I think.
Hmm.
That's how we create our reality.
Yeah, then the person just finds this type of relationships because she is with that subconscious belief, and
Mhm.
she's attracting that to her life. Or the man, if it's the case of a man, whatever people say about women. So yes, so that's very interesting, especially for that this field of relationships can be very useful.
Oh yeah. And when we understand this mechanism, we understand why just thinking positively
Mhm.
is not enough. We have to feel positively.
Uh-huh. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, because sometimes people repeat something, over and over. I'm happy, I'm happy. But, like you say, do you feel happy? That's the difference, right? So,
Yeah. sometimes I see people posting post-its with sentences, positive thoughts. But how do you feel? So I feel, oh, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. But inside of me, my heart is saying, you're not. You don't have many dollars in your bank account. So this is bullshit. You're not. So this feeling is sending this message to the quantum field. Yeah. And you are attracting more lack of money. And then you go and say, oh, I think positively, I read books, I post-its all over my house. Oh, this doesn't work. No, that works, but you're not cleaning your feelings. You're just cleaning your thoughts. And your thoughts are not magnets.
Okay.
Your feelings are magnets.
Oh, okay. That's very interesting. And so, if would that something could happen something to someone like with end up getting sick from their emotions too, like bad feelings or something like that?
Yeah. Remember when I said that once you are repeating this thought, you are creating feeling, and then you are sending the message to the quantum field, and you are attracting something, situation, and people to validate this mechanism. That's how you create disease.
Diseases. Oh, okay.
Right? Because you are poisoning your cells, the cells in your body.
Okay. That's what you're
Yeah.
about the cells.
Yeah. So, for instance, who never had headache because God super worried? Who never got stomach pain?
Oh yeah.
Because I had a fight.
That's common. Has happened.
From Chinese medicine, we know the meridians. The meridians are energy rivers in your body. So you poison your thoughts and feelings, poison your meridians. So you don't have energy passing through these meridians freely. Can you imagine a hose? The hose is the meridian. The water that passes into the hose is your energy. If you tangle, if you twist that hose, the water can come through, right?
Cannot go.
That's what happened with our thoughts and feelings poisoning our energy. So we don't have this path, this energy way free. That's what disease is. Each meridian is responsible for some groups of organs.
Okay.
So, for instance, if you are super sad, if you are depressed, you tend to have some breathing issue because you are compromising, you are making some struggle with a lungs meridian.
Oh, okay.
If you are nervous, if you are fighting, you are sending this poison energy to your liver meridian.
Okay.
That's why you have stomach pain, or you throw up sometimes when you are super nervous.
Yes.
Because you are damaging your liver. Not the organ sometimes.
The energy of the
but the energy of the organ. And when you repeat this, for a long term, so you can damage the organ itself. Nowadays, it's very common. Some doctors say that cancer comes from hurt feelings.
Oh, yeah, I have heard that. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Or
So,
emotions or something you hold inside you.
yeah.
Well, maybe
So
not in case.
this is a proof that our emotions poison our body, our cells, and create disease.
Yes, yes. Yeah,
So,
because cancer could be sometimes like environmental factors too, then. But if it's created by your thoughts, right, then
always, because even though when you are in some environment, why are you there?
yes, sometimes people don't have a choice. They live near a polluting area.
But you create this reality. You create this opportunity to be there. You have to learn something from there.
I see.
There's no random situation. Everything happens for a higher purpose.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, yes, yes. And like we are here learning, right?
Always.
I've been, reading about different topics, and a lot of people say the earth is a place where we are here learning. We are souls, but we are here it's a place where you can learn. Your spirit can evolve here.
That's true. You know what? Everybody knows placebo, right?
Yeah.
What is a placebo? It's something that I give you and you believe that is going to help you.
Yes, yes. And they do that all the time in research.
And
research.
it is helpful because you are believing and you are feeling, so you create that reality.
Yes, yes. So, learning all of that is good to prevent if we can do some holistic, methods or something like that, so we can, prevent that will happen to us, right?
Yeah. And I always like to say that it's not because you are in a session, in a holistic session, you have to stop taking your medicine or your doctor treatment. No, no. We don't interfere in any treatment. And even though you are having a medicine, you are having a doctor treatment, you can have a holistic session.
It's a complementary.
Exactly. Exactly. I don't like the word alternative, because alternative lead us to think, oh, I can choose this, I have to choose this or that. No, you can choose this or that, and you can choose both.
Yes, yes, yes.
You don't have to stop seeing your doctor. You don't have to stop your medicine just because you are having a holistic session. No, you can have both. And holistic sessions doesn't cause any harm to your doctor treatment, to your medicines. No, you can have both always.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yes, that's so why not, right? If you even before you get sick, like I mean, you don't want to get sick, right? So try to treat yourself, your emotions and everything you have been holding inside you, and and the ones that already got sick, why not have this, complementary treatment as well?
When I was younger, and I had that depression. I was a teenager, like 17, 18, and I wanted to kill myself.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was a very dark moment in my life. I couldn't see any light, any bright day. It was all dark.
Okay.
And my mom took me to the doctor, to a psychiatrist.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
and I took medicines. And the medicines put me to bed. So, oh yeah, I can sleep. All right, I can sleep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't that effective.
Okay.
While I was taking the medicine, I was getting better. But as soon as I said, oh, I don't want to take a medicine for my whole life. So I
Yes.
don't want this. I'm 17, I'm 18, and
Yeah.
I'll have to have a medicine for my whole life. I don't want this. I
Yeah.
want to real fix it.
Yes. Yes. Uh-huh.
So
That.
I try to stop my medicine, and the symptoms came back.
Oh.
So I said, this is not helping me, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not fixing the problem.
No.
It's it's just a mask, right? While I have the medicine, I'm okay. Once I don't take the medicine, I'm not okay. What
Mm.
is that?
Yeah, that's hard. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that happens because medicines treat the effects,
Effects. Uh-huh.
and the natural medicine, the holistic um, practice,
Mm-hmm.
treat the cause.
The cause. Oh, okay.
So when I met that woman and she started treating all my subconscious mind, all my fears, all my self worth, my self esteem.
Mm-hmm.
So I was getting better until the day I didn't need the medicine anymore.
Oh, wonderful. Yes, that's really good. Yeah, so it was all a treatment, a complete treatment of your whole self. Not,
That what holistic
yeah,
means.
yeah.
It's a whole thing. Because when you go and okay, listen this. I'm not against doctors or medicine, not at all. Not at all. They are wonderful
For sure.
and they are so helpful.
Mm-hmm.
And I used medicines many, many times and doctors many, many times. I love them.
Mm-hmm.
But doctors, you have the specialist to the heart, to the bones,
Okay, yes.
that, and the holistic is the see the individual as
Mm-hmm.
the whole thing,
Yes.
mind, body, and soul.
Uh-huh.
That,
Everything.
that's the difference. It's different thing. I'm not saying that one is better than other. No, it's just different approach.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Just that,
Just that. But I mean, why not, start seeing a holistic practitioner since now?
right?
Who doesn't want to get better?
It worked for me, and it worked so well that I used to say, I'm not afraid of saying, oh, I am a happy person.
Hmm.
And before, I wanted to die. Literally, I wanted to die.
Yeah, so it was, especially in teenager years, it's difficult years as well. And if you had that feeling, so I'm
Yeah.
glad and everything turned out to the good, and you are here.
And I had many poltergeist events in my life
Hmm.
that was very, very hard.
Oh,
And I could understand about this. I could fix this. I could use this thing for my own benefit and from others for others' benefits too,
oh, okay.
which is very good.
Yeah. So those events started when you were young, like the poltergeist type of events that you mentioned.
Yeah, I was born like that, and my mom said that since I was a baby, stranger things happened in the house
Oh,
that had never happened before.
uh-huh.
So yeah, and when I was very, very little, like 4 5,
Hmm.
I used to talk to people, to see people, and my mom asked me, "Who are you talking to?" And I said, "Oh, with him, with her." And yeah, and I was spanked because my mom thought that I was lying.
Or maybe you're having some psychological issues or something. That's probably what you. That's strange. She couldn't see anything, and you could see something.
There was a time in my life when my mom was considering to put me in an institution
Oh,
because it was very hard to deal with me. I was very handful because of those things. When I was at school, I was very, very lonely because people were afraid of me, you
oh,
know, because I talked to the girl next to me, but there was nobody.
nobody could see it. It's just you.
So people saw me talking to no one,
Yeah, yeah.
crazy, right? So they were afraid of me. And I grew up very lonely. I didn't have friends.
Oh, I see. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Yeah, that's why then one thing maybe led to another, like being depressive and lonely. Yeah. So, so
I was very different because the girls in my school, they were blonde, blue eyes, and I was with this hair, curly hair, very tall, super white, wearing glasses. So I was very different. And people made fun of me. I was bullied all the time.
oh,
All the time.
yeah.
So I saw people who anybody could see it. So I was crazy. I was physically totally different from others.
Uh-huh.
So I don't fit in.
Mhm.
And I was a teenager. So where am I?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's good that now I think the schools are addressing more this type of things, like, for kids that have a special gifts, let's say like that.
Yeah, but hey, we are talking about 40 years ago, right?
Yeah, a long time ago. Yes, yes. Now it's more. But
Now
yeah,
it's
so
different.
it's very exciting to hear about your stories, and I hope more people, especially now what we are going through with COVID, that so many people are indoors, and sometimes getting depressed because it
That's
happens,
true.
right? So they can maybe reach to you and maybe have a session and maybe relax a little bit. So and you mentioned you do the theta healing is the one that you like most. I know you use all several. Are you giving classes already for some of the, because you teach as well, right?
I just teach Reiki.
Mm-hmm.
I don't teach. I don't teach Theta Healing, not yet.
Not yet.
I'm studying for that. That's my intention, but not yet. But I teach Reiki in presence for now. I wouldn't say Theta Healing is the one that I like the most, but I would say that I have a special feeling, a special love for each technique because I could learn from all of them.
Mhm.
But nowadays, Theta Healing is one that I am experiencing more.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's pretty easy
Mm-hmm.
and people like a lot. So yeah, I've been using this
Yeah.
much more than the others.
Yes.
But yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, like I took the first one, the basic one, and I know what you mean. It's very interesting. Yes, I really like
the
that one too.
basic DNA.
basic DNA is I mean, there's a lot in there. Like I'm going to retake because I couldn't assimilate everything. It's a lot. Just that one course, right? So as you go on and move to the next level. And and what about the access? Can you teach access, or are you a facilitator?
I used to be bars facilitator, but not anymore because we are in this pandemic and we can
Okay.
have many people in a class. So I'm choosing work just online or basically online, most of it. So I don't teach bars anymore,
Oh, okay.
but I still do it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very, very effective. And if you have the chance to take a class,
Yeah, I
it's
took the first one. Yeah,
very
I,
effective.
yes, it's very good. What I was going to ask, but I thought you teach a course about quantic uh,
Oh, acupuncture.
acupuncture. Yes, talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I have this technique which is amazing. It's called quantum acupuncture, and you work with commands.
Mm-hmm.
So you say some commands to your subconscious mind to activate the energetical needles on
Oh,
your body, which is very, very effective. And I teach this, but for now, I teach this in Portuguese only.
oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Still preparing the material to teach in English. Uh, it's amazing. You have so many results. And I have to tell you that 2 years ago, yeah, 2 years ago, I had an accident on TTC on subway, and I had my foot cut.
Oh my goodness.
It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad, pretty bad. And I couldn't feel um, two toes, the last two toes,
Oh,
and all the foot chest.
uh-huh.
I couldn't feel it. I could walk,
But you
but
can.
I had a swallowing food all the time, 24/7,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
and I couldn't feel those two toes and the foot chest. And then I started doing quantum acupuncture.
Mm-hmm.
And after one session, I did on my food and I went to bed to sleep.
Uh-huh,
The
uh-huh.
next day, I was in my kitchen preparing my breakfast, and then I felt my food itching,
Hmm.
and I was just scratching, and I said, "Oh my gosh,
What's
I
going
can feel it!" Yeah, so it was amazing. That was the greatest thing about quantum acupuncture. It's really, really beautiful. It's
So
beautiful, and
you
you don't have any needles. You
okay,
just you just use
command.
commands. Yeah,
Uh-huh. So you can do that online as well,
yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
from any part of the world or world world.
Yeah, I can teach and I can have a session online. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's very good. Yes, yeah, I'm working on that course too. I haven't finished yet, but I'm
Oh,
working.
that's amazing. That's amazing. I love that technique. It's very fast. You can get results very fast.
Mhm.
Uh, and it's very easy to do it,
Okay,
which
so
is so great.
I want to do in my, for myself too, for my aches and pains.
Yeah, I use it on me every day for anything that I feel.
Mhm.
I love it. And when I had Theta Healing course, I took omeprazole for
Mhm.
my stomach, for
Okay.
reflux,
Uh-huh.
probably for 8 years.
Oh my goodness.
And after that, I treated myself. I treated this reflux. I treated my stomach and the whole digest.
System.
part
Yeah.
system. Yeah. And I have to tell you that I don't take omeprazole anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's good news. If you can do that, that's great. Okay,
Yeah.
well, I think we are getting it to the end, and we had a wonderful time with you here. So I will try to do more lives. That was my first one with the Lost Lobos company at our Facebook page. So yeah, I don't know. It's I think it's good for people to learn more about those techniques, and they can treat themselves sometimes if they take the course. Like I took the bars course, and I often do on my husband, like I do for him, so he loves it. He relaxed completely.
Lucky guy.
And then like he even asks, can I do it for him? Yes, no problem. So that's a good thing too. When somebody from the family take one course, they can do on other family members. So it's very interesting.
That's
Okay.
amazing.
Yeah, so is there a way they can contact you?
Yes, all my social medias is named Rosangela Phoenix, like on the screen. Yeah. So they can find me very easily. And if you guys have any questions, just ask me. That would be so nice answering you and
Yeah.
making things clear if I can.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if anybody has a question. Anybody that is okay, is posted there, the Instagram.
Yeah.
Angela Phoenix, good. And
Yeah, my Facebook page is Rosangela Phoenix and my YouTube channel as well.
okay, so that's very good. Any questions? Anybody would like to ask a question while she's here with us? Let's see, anything? Where does it show on the side here?
Yeah, people are quiet.
Yeah, it's like this is my first live, so. But I want to do more and more about, especially holistic topics. I think, especially, it's very appropriate for the moment we are living. For any time, right? But for the moment we are living right now.
Yeah. I really appreciate being here, and I think you're doing a great job. And this kind of lives is very useful, very helpful, and I'm very glad that you invited me.
No, for sure. Yes, like we met not too long ago, but was even by a coincidence because I was starting to get involved in this type of field, and then you contact me through a friend that I know. And then I was like, oh, it's exactly when I was learning about the tarot, that I do the alchemist tarot. And I was in Brazil when you sent me a text, and I'm like, oh, hello, yes. I said, oh, I'll talk to you later. Back in Canada, and then I contact you, and but to me it seemed to be very, because I was starting in this field, and they always say things happen, like maybe I was in that energy and I attract you to contact me. So we became friends, and I have been learning a lot with you as well, because you know a lot about this field, 20 years in this field, so it's very good.
It's not a random thing, right? It's always for a higher purpose.
Yes, exactly. I have Maria Amelia. She said she loved the live, and she believes the same, that the holistic way. That's of course, go to doctors as well, but pursue this. So that was very good. Thank you, Amelia, for your comment. Okay, well, that's it. Thank you so much for spending time with us. It was great.
Thank you. Thank you, Vania. Thank you, everyone who watching this with us. You that are seeing us after maybe a week ahead, of a year ahead, who knows?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye bye, everybody. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.